I am Jason Abraham, the Shadow Teacher 33. And so far, 2023 has been a year of big shakeups for me. Came into this year doing a sweat lodge, facing a temporary ego death, only to eventually go back to what was comfortable for me, finding myself going back to familiar patterns. But whatever the magic of that sweat lodge started to stir up in the universe, it's still going. And I was talking to an acupuncturist, a friend of mine, and I was telling her a little bit about what I'm going through, and she asked me when my birthday was. And I told her, and she said, you're a rabbit. This particular year, this particular age is your cycle. And she told me that every 12 years, from this Chinese Zodiac perspective, 12 years I believe, could be wrong on that, we're going to face big life shakeups, events in our lives that shake us to our core, that shake our security, shake our perception of who we were, shake us at that root chakra. And again, the chaos of these events, the instability at some point is going to pass. But with these major events, we have an opportunity, as what they call us to do is either go back to what we're familiar with, make excuses for why things are happening, blame the external world and circumstances, and go out and reach for external support, or we can look at the piece of us that is not yet healed, the piece of us that we've identified with, that we've held on to, that we need to let go of, the piece of us that is still with us but yet is holding us back from stepping into a higher potential because it's familiar to us. So whenever these big life shakeups happen, there is that opportunity to look at what inside of me needs to heal. Is it a feeling of unworthiness? Is it a feeling of being not enough? What is it about me that I need to heal? And what behaviors do I need to start cultivating to step in to what's being asked of me, to what's being asked for me to grow? What nourishment and nutrition does the phoenix inside of me need in order to take flight and rise from these ashes? So that's the other path. Again, two paths. One, making excuses, blaming everything on the external, burying everything, and hence hanging on to this old identity that's holding you back from expressing the full potential. And when we do that, again, we just put on another face, another mask, and show up in a diminished, inauthentic way. Or, option number two, we do the painful work of looking at what it is in us that is not healed, coming to terms with it, coming to peace with it, and cultivating the behaviors that we need so that we shift our identity, so we start to become the person we're called to be. And we step into this new bold expression of potential day by day. Right now, again, when I'm going through this stuff, big shakeups in my life, which I've never explicitly told you what mine are, but I've alluded to some of them in my videos. Sometimes the days are overwhelming. And there's so much that I need to do, so much that's asked of me, that's being thrust on me, that I don't even know where to start. And so I'm just learning I have to throw everything out and look at what I can take action on right now and take these immediate action steps day by day, every day, an action step. Some days are little action steps, some days are huge, but I know this is what I have to do day by day. And when new information comes in, whether that be a person in my life that has information for something I need to go and address, or information about just things I need to do with my time, my money, and my energy and shift, I act on that information immediately. And I continue to follow through. And this is how, again, we shape this new identity. And right now I'm speaking of a very dramatic, painful shakeup where the foundation of a world, my particular world, is being shaken up. But even if you're not in that situation, even if your situation is not so dramatic, when you look at the person that you're called to be and what are the behaviors that person has, and then you look at where you are, you can go through a similar process of, again, letting go of behaviors that are out of alignment with that person you need to be, and then cultivating small steps that are eventually going to result in becoming the person you need to be, the person that is worthy of living their dreams in this world. So with that being said, I'm going to end this transmission. Be strong, be well, my friends, and I will see you on the other side.